Describe the recruitment process the nominating committee uses to solicit candidates and nominations.
Committee members and NALP staff work together, first of all, to educate the membership about the variety of roles that are available for leaders within NALP.
The soliciting of nominations and candidates starts really in earnest in November each year, and that's in a variety of media. We put it out there to request nominations. So in places like NALP Now, we also do email blasts. Each committee member will do their own outreach to people within their regions. If they have a city group or a part of a city group and regularly go to those meetings, they will talk up the opportunity to nominate and to serve in leadership roles, because members can nominate themselves as well.
The nominating committee is famous for its balancing act. During your time on the nominating committee, what factors or items did you consider during the process?
Well, NALP is a large and diverse organization, so I think that we think about both the structure of the organizations that are NALP members, and we think about the kind of balance that could be achieved there or must be achieved there in order to be representative. So we think about the type of organization, the size of the organization, and the location of the organization when we're trying to make sure that each slate is representative. And then I think we're also thinking about the representative nature of individuals. Do we have the right composite skill set? Are we encouraging people to go forward who will really not only develop in their roles, but also contribute a unique skill set?
And then you're going to really put together the pieces of the puzzle. So for instance, if certainly one region is dominating the group, you're going to look for people in another region. You're going to make sure that all different levels of experience are being covered, that different positions, you want people from the associate development world, the recruiting world, and the diversity world. You want people who are new to NALP. They bring in new and fresh ideas, and you want some people, I'll call them because I am an old timer, who brings the historical perspective. You want diversity with a capital D.
Tell me about the process the nominating committee went through to make decisions.
So the slating process actually happens over the course of 2.5 days. That first half day when we all arrive and we meet and sort of identify what are the issues that we think this group of leaders that we're going to slate are likely to face in the future. And then from that process, we try to figure out what are some of the traits we'd like to see in the people who actually will have these leadership positions.
And then when you go into the nominating committee process day, the meeting, you go through every single person who has applied for a position, and you discuss every single person. And then that's when you're really starting to put together the pieces of the puzzle. If it's a treasury year, you may need to balance out with someone. You may need someone with certain kind of financial experience, but depending on the region and the resources and how many school people you have, and it just becomes a whole process, and people talk through this and kind of narrow down your pool. And then at the end, you kind of look at the slate and you see how it all pieces together, and you make sure you have the most diverse representative group of people. It's a 2-day process, and it's very methodical and extremely thoughtful. And I think everyone's very respectful of all the people who put their names forward.
What was the biggest surprise for you as chair of the nominating committee?
This really wasn't a surprise because I had hoped it would take place, but I was really pleased to see how invested each member of the nominating committee was in the group process.
The thoughtfulness that people put into their applications. When I was reading some of the applications, I just thought they had just really great ideas, and that the NALP members were so thoughtful and incisive and cared so much that I learned so much by just reading their essays. I thought that was really a surprise to me.